Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. I'd like to discuss one of my favorite techniques today. It works the most efficiently if you are practicing Reiki. It would also work somewhat the same if you are practicing another healing system. It would work somewhat alright. If you have no experience of any of these at all, it would still bring you a benefit. Probably not of the same intensity and magnitude, but you'll still gain a little. So this is a method that I call flooding. Some also like to refer to it as sending someone white light, but I like the idea of flooding a lot more. I feel it's more representative. And I mean, it may not always be white light. Anyhow, so flooding has a lot of advantages. Flooding is a really effective and quick method for bringing balance to people and situations when we feel the need for a sudden energy boost. We might want to use it if we feel that a situation is going out of hand. If we are interacting with someone who is maybe angry or upset or freaking out or just sucking our energy, we might want to use it to prepare a space or a room or an interaction and do this in advance. There's many situations where this can be very, very useful. For example, if you're trying to reason with a person who is swept away by emotion, could be angry, hysterical, or just plain unreasonable, this method can be quite helpful. If you have to meet someone who clearly dislikes you or makes you uncomfortable, flooding is very useful in balancing these emotions out. When you have to address a group of people, it could be a public talk or in a classroom, in theaters, or in meetings or conference halls, flooding helps to set the stage and helps us develop a connection with the audience even before we begin talking. For gatherings, parties, and celebrations, if you are an empath, these can feel very overwhelming and tiring. And believe it or not, flooding is a system that can help to almost negate this completely. You might actually come back thinking, why did I ever protest against gatherings before? It can be so much fun if we flood the room and everyone we meet at periodic intervals. Another amazing use for flooding is to make the world a better place. I'd like you to stop a moment and ask yourself, would you like to live in a kinder, better, more peaceful world? And would you like to participate in making the world a better place? And if the answer is yes, flooding is the best tool you can use. We can complain about the world all we like, but the truth is we are contributing negativity to it. So to begin with, every single time we feel negative emotions towards something, when we wish for those criminals on the news to be punished in the most brutal ways, catch yourself in that moment and flood them instead. When we wish bad people to be happy, we make the world a better place. Wishing suffering upon other people only adds more suffering to the world. Happy people do not hurt other people, so go ahead and wish them well. Every single time you feel like hurting someone, do flooding instead and flush out your own toxins. The only warning I would like to suggest before we move on is to remember that this is not a mind-controlling technique. This is about wishing abundance for everyone, and that makes a difference. But it isn't supposed to be used to change or fix other people. Do it with an open heart and wish the person in front of you an open heart. And leave it at that. Don't ask for anything more. Alright, so coming to flooding now. The process is very simple. Just imagine a beautiful beam of light pouring in from the top of your head. You could close your eyes right now as you visualize. Feeling this beautiful, broad, strong beam of light pouring in from the skies into your head, filling up your entire body, so that every single cell is full of energy, radiating, vibrating. And every cell is so full now that it's overflowing with energy. It is overflowing so much that it now floods the person either in front of you or the person that you're thinking of. So you can even imagine them in front of you. And just imagine all of this energy flooding, this person flushing off all their negativity. It has flushed out your own toxins, your own fears, your own apprehensions first. And now it flushes off their negativity as well. Just allow this to continue, flushing your own energy system, flushing their energy system. And as you do this, you might want to keep repeating, be happy, be happy, be happy, be happy. Of course, right now we're doing this with our eyes closed, but with practice, it becomes very comfortable and very natural to just let this happen with our eyes open as well. So you can actually do this to get a parking slot when you're hunting during peak hours. You can do this when you're in a sudden difficult situation, like a boss walking up to you aggressively, or a policeman or someone else. You can do it if a neighbor suddenly turns up and doesn't want to leave your house despite repeated requests. So use it in all situations. You can even flood your office the moment you enter it, so that the whole day goes well and the team is united and affectionate towards each other. You can do it as you wait at traffic lights, waiting at the junctions, wishing everyone around you peace and joy. It's these little things we can do to make the world a better place. Just do this frequently and you will find that you are a happier person, your relationships improve, and that peace is more easy and effortless than before. I hope you enjoyed this. See you soon. Bye-bye.